Hi, I'm Andrew Stevenson, and in today's video we're going to continue with the Canva tutorials. In the last video we made a fancy line journal. It was really simple, but it looks a lot better than a plain lined paper. It also allows you to niche down into whatever area you want to be in. Instead of having flowers, you could have cakes, sports, hobbies, anything you want in these images. You could have instantly niche your line journals down. Rather than just having it on the cover, you can actually have it on the interior pages. Today I'm going to try and make a more advanced logbook in Canva. It's a lot more awkward than if you were just using a normal desktop publishing bit of software like Affinity Publisher or Microsoft Publisher or whatever the Adobe equivalent is. For ease's sake, I'm going to use the same setup as here. So I'll just add a page underneath. So you can see at the top, this is the size of the document setup, 6.125 inches by 9.25 inches. As explained in the previous video, that incorporates the bleed and the margins, just so we know, you know where we are. And speaking of bleed and margins, not bleeding margins, we're going to set up a few little guides. So as before, click the rectangle tool, drag it up the top. We want it to be 0.4 of an inch because that is the margin and the bleed depth, more or less. Control C, Control V, position, align to the bottom. And then Control V again, rotate 90. On the right hand side, then Control C, Control V that, and position to the left. And that's that. This is the workable space we have for the table. And we're going to make it in a similar way to how we made the line journal. We're going to start off with a line, which I will drag not quite to the end there. I will use the built-in margins. I'll reduce the weight of the line down to 1 again. And Control C to copy, Control V to paste. And I'll do this 20 times. So this is going to be the rows of the table. Position, tidy up. And then I need to drag the top line. I forgot a very important thing there. Drag the top line to where you want the table to start. And we'll see you there. Drag the bottom line where you want the table to end. And again, we'll see it there. And then just select the lot. Zoom in so I don't nip everything. Now we position a line vertically and tidy up. And we'll just move them into there. So these are the rows. The next thing to do is to decide how many columns you want. We will have, we'll say 5 columns. So I need 1, 2, and then 4 inside. So that's 6 lines I'm going to copy. I will just pick the top one for the minute. Control C, Control V. Rotate that 90 degrees again. And then position it down at the far end. Take the time to get all these things to line up. And then with that line selected, Control C, Control V, and we'll do this 5 times in, well, another 5 times, so 6 in total. Grab the last line and drag it there. So what you've got is, you know, a boxed lined area. We then want to select all of the vertical lines. Position horizontal. And position aligned to the top. And that's it. That's your basic table. Now you can either adjust the column width or want to start adding text. So we'll see this is going to be a mileage tracker. So you decide what sort of date you want to put in. I want the date. Again, change your font, change the font size as you see fit. Actually, we'll make it into an exercise log. So date, Control C, Control V. And then we put exercise. These fonts are a bit big. Let's change that to 14. Just take a bit of time to get them lined up. Reps. No, we'll change this one to weight. Reps. And this one could be, you know, time spent doing the exercise. So that's it, a very simple log. Now we want to try and personalize it and niche it down. So we'll look through the elements. Your options are limited in the free version, but you can upload your own, like I said. So I'm just going to use one of these for now. So that's just a general exercise image. I'll drag it to the top corner. And then Control C, Control V, copy and paste, and put that on there. Zoom out a smidge. Then the next thing to do is to select both images. I'll group them together, and then right click, send them to the back. And then, like we did in the previous video, put a white rectangle there. So next we're just going to drop this transparency down a little bit so you can see some of the figures coming through, and then right click, send to the back. Now we'll select the image again, right click, send that to the back, and now you can see your table, you can see your data, you can see a faint image coming through behind. The reason we had to do it that way, by sending the rectangle to the back and then sending the images to the back, was because each of these lines counts as a layer. So if I was just to right click, send to the back, if I was just to right click and send backwards, it would just, reveal one of these lines each time. It would take too long. And that's it. It is as simple as that. Another thing you can do is, again, with the trusty rectangle tool, is to just make these headings a slightly different colour. Just to make it stand out a bit more. And then, just duplicate this page over and over again, and you've got yourself a nice little, simple in a way. It's a bit more, it's much easier to just drag a table out and then you're done, rather than have to mess about getting all these lines all correctly lined up. But the effect is still the same. And then duplicate this as many times as you want, up to 100, unless you create two separate documents and merge them in a PDF merge. You can also, add another page in front of this one and make that your title page. Have like this exercise journal belongs to, which I think we will do actually now. So I'll just go here. So ignore this page for now. This page doesn't exist. And then now you're free to use any of the free text styles. So this exercise logbook, I'm never sure whether it's logbook one word or logbook two words. Belongs to, and then grab your trusty line. Control C, Control V. Some people have long. Now that's your title page, page 1, and then duplicate that 100 times, and you've got yourself a simple 6x9 exercise logbook. So that's it for today's video. I don't plan on doing any more Canva ones at the minute, but that might change. If you have any suggestions, or if you want to know something, if I haven't explained something thoroughly enough, which does happen sometimes, just leave a comment and I will answer it to the best of my abilities. Please do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and like and comment on the videos. It really does help me out, and I really do appreciate it. Also, you'll get notifications of when videos come along. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Bye.